All right, I'm gonna share my screen. Let's get started. Thank you everyone for coming on tonight. Really appreciate it. So for the next like 45 minutes to an hour or so, I'm gonna do some live sourcing. Any questions you guys have, feel free to ask. I know a lot of you guys, are newer or on the newer side and need some help with sourcing. So live sourcing always helps because it's a really just breakdown of watching me source and also me kind of talking through it. I'm gonna try to act like I'm a beginner, go pretty slow, talk through everything, and we'll go from there. So let me share my screen. So these were 2 leads that we found last time. And they seem to be more like beginner-friendly leads too. So I'm going to pull up a couple storefronts that I really like, and we're going to go from there. Because I know one of the guys here is struggling with storefront stalking. So we're going to pull up some of these stores and see what we can find. So,
Joe.
Sorry, what did you say?
What's it called? The Aloha Bar. There was already I checked it out. There was a problem to get ungated. You have to have 400 plus to get you have to purchase.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay. Dang, I did not know that. Okay, well then let's skip over that one because that might not have a lot of new guys on it. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know why some of these brands that you've never even heard of have some crazy ungating requirement. Okay. Let's see what this seller has. Okay. Potentially Arbitrage is kind of like a weird store with a lot of different things. Honestly, I don't know if this is Arbitrage just because there's so many random things in here. Also, Calvin Klein, that seems like that would be challenging to get ungated in. All right, let's start with a different listing. Trying to think. Chike, I know we did that one last time. I'm trying to think of one that. Let me find one that I'm selling on right now. I'll use that one. Give me a second to grab one. Oh yeah, this was a good one. We'll start here. This is probably got enough for all of us. I'm gonna reshare and then just give me a sec. Okay. And then it keeps freezing my computer. Okay, about to reshare. So looks like everybody sold out on this listing, but this was a really good product that I've been selling for a while. But I'll show you guys how you can actually find every single seller who's been on the listing. So what you're going to do instead of going to Keepa or a seller amp, you can just scroll down here, go to the data tab. This is a good product for people to start with. And Yair, I know you messaged me. I think I forgot to get back to you on that. This is an example of a good product to start with, but I'll show you how you can see all the historical sellers. So if you click this button right here, you're going to see the entire list of every single seller that sold this product. You can see even 0 review count. You can start with the smaller sellers, the ones that had 4 or 5 reviews or less. If you're struggling with ungating, that's a good place to start. I'm going to take some of these guys, like this one has 4 reviews. Okay, I'm just going to check your store. It's a little low. Just bear with me today, guys. Okay, there we go. Now it's loading. Okay. See some OA stuff, definitely. Sold some of this stuff. Like, I mean, I've sold SodaStream before. Kayali. So yeah, there's some OA stuff in here. That's a solid one. Try this one. Yeah, so if you hit that show on Amazon, you're going to see it's going to take you to the storefront here, and then you're going to just manually look at it. I like to manually look at it first just to get a quick feel for it. Okay, not a big store at all, but it looks like they're doing some arbitrage. I've sold Monin. A lot of OA people sell Black Rifle, even though I've talked about that before, that like they do file IP complaints, so it might not be the best brand to sell. But I'm going to keep looking, see if we can find like 2 more maybe, because that store is pretty thin, the other one. So we got this one. Okay, Spoiled Child. I've seen this lead before. Road. This looks like a pretty good store. Honestly, I'm not sure if we're going to find anything from this one, but we could give it a shot. Why not? Okay, let's see. Let's get one more. This could be good too. Notice I'm sticking with sellers like under like 20 reviews. You know, that way you don't have to deal with ungating issues, because a lot of the leads that they're sourcing to probably be ungated or have a pretty easy chance to get ungated. Now, I'm not sure about this one. I'm not seeing any products that I recognize. And you'll start to understand what that exactly means. Like when you're sourcing, you know, you'll see kind of like repeat pattern type of products or brands or that kind of thing that you see. Like this one, I'm not really seeing any of it. I'm just going to look for one more real quick. If it stops freezing on me. Sorry about that, guys. Froze for a sec, but we're back. Let me just reshare. All right. So, yeah, we were looking through this. I think it was this one, or was it this one? Yeah, I was saying that this one, I don't know. I mean, there is some elements of arbitrage, but it's not a lot of repeat stuff that I've seen in the past. And that reason, I'm going to skip through that one. Also, I noticed they do a lot of FBM, which is not something I really do. Okay, let's trigger this back again. Look through some of the historic offers. I don't think we looked through this one. Okay, yeah, I've seen some of this stuff before. Yeah, this looks pretty good. All right, let's pull up these four. So you have two options really. You can pull it up in SellerAmp, or you could pull it up and keep a product finder. Now, the only thing about that right now is I think what you would have to do is actually, yeah, so since we didn't grab it through SellerAmp, you would have to click on one of their listings. So like take this one, for example, and then pick that seller out. So I'm pretty sure this was like the Lola one. You know, how you find the sellers in SellerAmp is you go here. Yeah, it was the seller. So you can do that. It's kind of like a long way to do it, in my opinion. Honestly, it would be better to just do it and keep a product finder in that case. But you know, some people really like, and I definitely understand why. I like how it looks very clean with SellerAmp like this. You know, you can look through all the different keep it charts very quickly. You can also just open the product very easily like this in a new window. I think if you click on the product like that, it's going to pull up the SellerAmp. So it makes sense why someone would want to do that way. But yeah, for the sake of this one, I'm going to do the keep it product finder. I find it to be a little bit quicker when you got a bunch of stores to dig through. So I'm going to pull their me equals. So remember, it's me equals, and then all the letters here, and it ends at the and sign. So I am going to scroll down. Oh, let me reset the filters here. Okay, we got that one. Now we're going to take this one. And then we are going to take the next one. And this one as well. And then this last one. So we got 4 solid storefronts. Okay, we got 82 products now, which honestly isn't that many because I think it's because they're newer sellers. Sometimes you'll see like a couple hundred when you have like 4 or 5 sellers. So then we just set a sales rank. I'll do 120 just because that's going to be under 100 sales a month roughly. So that way you're going to find like faster moving stuff, especially if you're new. It helps to have faster moving products. So we're going to do that 0 to 120,000. Put Amazon out of stock. Helps when you're newer, just to avoid Amazon on the listing for any products. Yeah, so there's that. Now we're down to 60. Honestly, this isn't that many. So like I don't even need to. Sometimes if it's a lot, you could go by category if you want to. I'm going to do I'm going to do the 30-day. I think the 30-day is a little bit better. Do like 4 to like 45 sellers just so we kind of get out of the heavy offer count ones, maybe 50, honestly, because even 50 is okay if it's selling like 2,000 to 3,000 times a month. So do 4 to 50. Got 59 products that meet that criteria. So didn't really take much off. And that's pretty much it as far as like the filters go. I said, you could do the root category. You could do, personal and beauty, or beauty and personal care if you wanted to make it more narrow. But again, like it's only 60. It's not like an incredible amount. That's something someone could probably do in like 2 hours or less. If you were doing 2 minutes of product. So we got this coffee concentrate. I've seen this before. I'm pretty sure I sold this product before. And, if you are gated, like I would try to see if you could order 10 units on the website. I think it was the website where I bought it from. So I try to see if it's possible to even order 10 units. And if you can get an invoice, and that way you'll be able to get ungated. So I'm going to go to, it's a pretty solid chart. I mean, I took a peek at it. prior, but looking at it again, it's very stable. The price did drop from 29 to 28. Which isn't like crazy. It could definitely still be profitable. So yeah, there's that. Now we're gonna just try to see what price we can get it at. So $22 on the website. It looks like the website is the only place that really sells it. Let me double check what flavor this one. It's the brownie batter. So if I click on it, probably will take me to, different flavors. So yeah, you can select the flavor that you want. So brownie batter here. Let's add 4 because I saw right away up here. Oh, so it looks like. Oh, okay, never mind. They're just trying to get you to. It's kind of like a marketing tactic, saying they're going to sell out, which they might not even sell out. But yeah, I thought that was like something saying like they're not going to ship till August 7th. That's why I looked up again. But if you add 4, you get a discount. So let's see how much it takes off if we add 4. First order discount, it got it down to $60. So let me double check back here to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, so 4 bottles are at $14.95 each. Let me redo that to see if it will give me a discount because I don't know if I did it correctly. Okay, let me see. I want to see if there's other coupons. That's why I did that, to see if I can apply something different. Even then, I think we're at 15 per bottle. And the FBA price is, looks like anywhere from 28 to 27.50. Let's say we can get it at 28. Obviously, I have fees and all this stuff in here, so let's see. Let me take that out. The prep fee is $1.50 for me. The virtual assistant salary fee is $1.10. Makes it about $3.48 profit. So, if you're in like a state where grocery sales tax free and you don't do prep, this could definitely be a good lead for you. I think with the prep center fee, it might make it borderline. Let's say your prep fee is $1.20. Yeah, it's close. You just want to rework and see if you can get some more discounts, but I think that's going to be the lowest because it was 60%. I'm going to just see if I can find any other discount codes. So, this little strategy that I like to do, search up the codes to see if something else is out there. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that was like 60%. So I don't think you're going to get a deal quite like that. Yeah, so it's down to 60. Worth the shot, though. I'm going to see if I can stack. Yeah, no, probably can't stack. Stacking is kind of rare. Yeah, no. I mean, this is still a solid lead for anybody who wants to, or doesn't have a prep center. So I'll send this one at the end. I'm going to just go back so I can actually take the link. Now let's keep going. So we got one solid one so far. So close those other tabs so it doesn't glitch out on me. Oh, this one tanked. Yeah, it's hard when it's falling like that. It's hard to tell if it's going to stop. Although, like, it hasn't fallen that much, and these are like cherries, so 3-pack for $35 is kind of crazy. I feel like I could see this selling for like $5 a unit, so it's worth a shot. Yeah, so it looks like it's $7.99. There's places you can buy it in bulk. Yeah, so 12 per case at 106. I'll make sure this website's legit as well, by the way, but looks like they're doing a 12 case. Yeah, it looks like you're not going to get like a crazy discount on this, to be honest. Say we buy 10 cases. I think we did this one the other time, or maybe it was on a YouTube video. I know I remember seeing his website. They had some kind of discount code. I know you have to spend $7.50 to get. Yeah, they got a 3% off code. I mean, something. So let's see. It's 60 units, or no, it's 12 per case. So not saying you have to order 120, but it is a 3-pack, so you really won't be like you're ordering 120 units. That's 120, 127, 1. Yeah, so you're sending about $8.56 per unit. 3-pack's 25. That's too close. Yeah, so likely this is not going to work out. No, the other place was selling for $8.79, $7.99. So we'll take a look there too. Worth the shot. Oh, looks like they do have actually. I don't know. I've never heard of this website, but we'll take a look. Make sure it's legit, of course. So 10%, $72. Obviously, you're going to want to see if you can get a discount code. Check if it's legit, because I've never seen this website. Yeah, it does look legit. I mean, they got a whole address and everything. It's a distributor. I always like to look at the address just to see. They have like a Google. It's always a good sign. So yeah, they look like actually like a wholesaler. That's good. Okay, yeah, that looks legit. Oh, their shipping is $22. Wonder if you do like 100, what it will do. If the shipping will become free. No, they're always going to charge you shipping. Okay, so that kind of ruined it. On to the next one. see what this one is. I mean, it's, okay. Notice something here. So like you can see that the buy box is kind of going in and out, but it's also coming back on full price at 117. So it's kind of a good sign. If the buy box is holding, it just doesn't want it to be 120. You could get buy box at 117 from what that looks like. Okay, so it's selling for 89 on their website. Let's see if we can get some coupon codes. We're definitely in business, but let's see. I'll try to F10. And with these, always make sure the model number matches up. It looks like it does. Wait for that to load. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Looks like it's starting to load. Hold on 1 sec. Let's see if we can go back there. Oh, there we go. Finally. This is no quotes. I've never seen that before. What the heck? Let me see. View edit cart, maybe. Okay. See, now it's looking like it will let me. Let me just see. Is there a place to put codes? Supposedly there is. But I don't even see a spot to put in codes. That's what's confusing. All right, let me just plug in. I'm gonna plug in my info real quick. Unshare for a sec. Yeah, they offer free delivery. Okay. I did find the page to apply discount codes. Let me see. Let me reshare again. Sometimes you got to be a little persistent and then you'll figure it out. So let's see. One code isn't valid. Okay, I got $10 off. I don't know if that's enough, but okay, that's something. Let's see. Let's try Capital One Shopping. See if that applies anything. Well, that's frustrating. Well, if you are ungated, you probably could get 2 units at a time. If they have free shipping over 100, so that would get you $5 off 2 units, which would get it for 85. So let's see, does that get us there? Not quite. Close, but definitely not enough. Let me see if there's another. I think they have codes here. When in doubt, use code welcome. It might work. Oh, now it's glitching out. Great. Okay. Code welcome. That got us 10% off the entire order. That is good. Okay, now we're at $80 a unit. There we go. That's great. I think that gets us way closer to our goal. Yeah, we're at 8% profit. Without my virtual assistant salary, that might get us closer to 10. Yeah, we're at 9% profit. That's super, super close. Dang, that was a close one. I always keep an eye on this one and see if they have, other codes. Try this one too. CNET might work. No, it's not. Yeah, the best we're gonna get is 10%. That was close, almost there. Sometimes it's frustrating, but let's see, is this the same one? I don't think so, but worth a shot. Actually, I think this is the same one. Home Depot might have it on clearance. It's just not loading. Oh, it's out of stock. Dang. Definitely sign up for the notifier because that is a good deal. So it's $68. It's probably where they got it from. 17%. Yeah. I will send that one. You can always sign up for the email. See if you guys can get it. But while we're doing that, I want to see if now I'm interested to see if Lowe's maybe has it. Go back on this. See Lowe's. Nah, they don't have it at that price. Almost got it. Always helps, check a couple websites, try to see if you can play around with it. Don't just rush through lead to lead, but also at the same time, be smart and don't waste too much time on a single lead. But that was close and we almost had it. So this one I've seen before. Let's see. Another example, if you could buy 10 units, probably could get ungated. Okay, I think we're looking for the 1.1. So already it's marked down to 116. Let's see if we can get it even lower. Yeah, it says 99. Yeah, this is the smaller size. The bigger size is the one that we want. So we're down to 99. You can see if there's any other codes maybe that apply. Let's see if anything else. Even at 99, what are we at? 12. 142. Kind of seems like it's a high fee for something like that. Let me see. Yeah, it's kind of high. I'll try to add a couple to the cart, see if we can. See maybe if we spend over a certain amount, it does result in a discount. That's what I'm trying to check here. So I only had one in the cart. No, it's not working. I'm going to try the Google, see if that works as well. It's like a smaller site, so it might be difficult. So let me make sure I'm selling Manukora. I was spelling the brand name wrong too. Yeah, that was my bad. Okay. I mean, if we can get an extra 10%, that definitely gets us a lot closer. So let's see. Oh, yeah, it's over here. Sorry. Okay. It says not a valid discount code. It looked like it applied it. I was confused. Let's try that. I'm going to try one more. It's so weird. It looks like it was applying it, but it's not. I'll try one more like website. I won't go too crazy on this one. No. I don't think these codes are like overriding. That's the issue. Yeah, no, it's set promotion. This one's super close. Unfortunately, it's not enough. Finding a lot of like 8% profit margin. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really bought a lot of DeWalt. And I know a lot of you guys probably will be gated in it, so I'm just going to skip over that one. This one looks like it tanked a lot. So I'm going to skip over that one too. This one almost looks like it might be like wholesale, private label, possibly. Oh, yeah, the brand's on it. Okay, Lakeshore Learning. Yeah, I've ordered from this website before, but they cancel like every single order. So I don't know if that's gonna work. They have like crazy discounts, but usually, like I don't know if I've ever gotten an order through. I'll be honest with you, from that website. So I'm gonna skip over that one because they are cancel heavy. This one tanked really hard. It's not sure if they did like transparency barcodes. Usually when it goes like this and then it goes down to 1 or 2, sometimes it could mean transparency barcodes got implemented, which means that basically means like barcodes that you would need to get from the brand And the only way to get it is like you're like a whole authorized wholesaler for the brand. So that's kind of what it looks like happened. I mean, if you would know for sure if you tried to list it on your Seller Central, it will tell you that do you have these barcodes, and if you don't, then it won't approve it. So this one looks interesting, honestly. Just want to make sure this is the right one. You gotta compare the model number on these kind of things. It's hard to tell. Oh, wait, it is in the product title. I didn't even see that. Okay, yeah, this looks like it matches. Is this a 4-pack? I think this might be a 1-pack. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, it's confusing me. My guess would be that it's only a 1-pack, but I could be wrong. Yet it says 4 per pack here, so that's what's confusing. You could always ask the website and ask them, hey, does it come in 4s? Because this could be a good lead if it is a 4-pack. Because that put you a crazy profit. I think you'd be making $12 a unit. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure that this is the right one. Oh, it does look like it is. Yeah, it does look like it. Yeah, so the one thing you'd want to confirm and ask if this is a 1-pack or a 4-pack, because if it's a 1-pack, then you're going to have to deal with returning it, and I don't want it to happen to anyone. So I would definitely look that up. Also, boats.com, I'm pretty sure it is legit, but oh, it's boats.net, I think, right? Yeah, boats.net, sorry. Yeah, so they're legit. They're like a licensed like boat website. And this is actually a branded part. Like the biggest thing with parts is you got to make sure that they are branded actually by the brand and not just like OEM replacement. Those are how people get in trouble by selling OEM replacements, because Amazon will kind of consider those fake, even though technically they're not. But got to be careful with that kind of thing. So that's a great one. You just want to double check that one though. Make sure that it is a good one. Keep going for a couple more minutes, see what we can find. Too many tabs. Okay, I was here. Sorry. All right. This one looks like it tanked a lot, honestly. Could be worth seeing, though. Looks like historically it is $20. I'm just wondering if it's from the same company that we saw that I was mentioned that cancels. It might be. It looks like Hobby Lobby has it. I didn't even know that Hobby Lobby sells online. That's interesting. $10. Yeah, right now it's selling for 28, which it actually is. It's bulky, so that's why. Okay, it's bulky and kind of heavy, I think, because our fees are really high on this one. Yeah, your FBA fee is $7. Inbound shipping is $166. That's why you got to have your inbound ship and all those different things on there, because then it's gonna like tell you, hey, are you actually making money on this? Because that one could have not realized that you weren't going to make money because of the inbound shipping if you didn't have it set. So those are always important. So this one, yeah, it was pretty stable. Worth a shot to look at. Make sure you know it is a 2-pack. Yeah, Zorro, I mean, they're kind of like a sketchy website from what I've seen. My guess is that they did buy it from Zorro. Even then, it's $27 each, so it would be kind of difficult. I'm not a huge fan of Zorro. I mean, that's the only one that even looks remotely close. Maybe that one that's $20 actually. They do have $100 off 1,000. I want to see if they're actually legit though. Let's see. Oh yeah, a lot of people saying it's a scam, so makes sense. It's probably just like they take your money and then they don't ship it for like months. I mean, not a lot of websites, but some websites are definitely like that. So yeah, let's just skip that product. Looks like it's a kind of a dead end, and I don't want anyone to source from Zorro. Might not work for like authenticity. My guess is this is wholesale, but looks like they file IP. Let me take, whenever you see like the IP alert pop up, you might want to dig deeper into it. I mean, I don't see clear signs of an IP complaint, to be honest with you. Okay, looks like the brand does have. They have a thing called a preferred price. That's interesting. Case of 12. It's the court. Interesting. They offer a membership to get you a discount. I mean, I've done that before, to be honest with you. If the lead's good, it's kind of worth it because one order will pay for itself. So let's say you do $10, you save, let's say you get, I don't know, let's say 4 cases of 12. You pay $10 to get $200 off it. It's kind of a no-brainer. So the preferred price would be $605. For 48, I believe. So you're at $12 per unit here. Yeah, it's selling for 29. So there you go. That's definitely a lead. I got 48. I'm making sure I did the math right. 48 units. Yeah, it's 12.16. Might be a little heavy. But even then, with all the weight and my virtual assistant salary, which I did not take out, honestly, 16% profit margin. Not bad. This one's probably the best one we found all day. And this is from the brand. I'm sure, considering they offer cases, they probably will invoice you. Looks like they have a buy for business. I don't know if that's like something that they actually let you do, like consistently. But it's worth a look to see if you could apply into it. You know, it seems like they're pretty chill. You can buy, you know, as much as you want because they're selling cases and stuff. So that's a good lead for sure. And that's pretty much it, guys. Anybody have any other questions? I know there might be some follow-up on like what we did, but we found quite a few leads. Want to leave it on a positive note. And then another thing I will suggest, you know, if there's other products the brand carries, could be worth a shot to look into because they got that crazy deal where it's like 25% off. All you got to do is pay $10, get 25% off, and it looks like you can just cancel it whenever you want. Cool. Well, if nobody else has any questions, we'll wrap it up here. I'll send all these leads in the chat. And see you guys next week. Have a good night. Thank you, everyone, for coming on.